After you hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell as well as stay tuned at the end of the video for the question of the day.
See ya!
What's going on, my fellow fuzzbutts? ZabuTheSergal here, and I'm back with another video just to educate my people. Okay, so today we're going to kick it off with a little bit of a debatable topic because there's just some things that I just want to put out, project a little bit of input on, and that will be the differentiation between, full suiting and partial suiting, and my pros and cons, bits and pieces and stuff like that on the matter. So, without further ado, we shall start with the full suits. Alright, now, in case you guys don't know, full suits is when you are covered from head to toe in your fursuit. There is no skin showing. It is completely fluffy. You have your hand paws, your bodysuit, your feet paws, and of course, your good old head and your tail. And, it looks so well and so good, and all the pieces just kind of run together, and it just makes, an amazing and nice, wonderful thing. And the good thing about wearing full suits is that you can wear the suit just as it is, and you can also, wear clothes and stuff with it. It's included but not limited to these things. Like you can wear whatever clothes that you want to, or you could just, go in just in your suit and let it all just be whatever you want it to be. You can showcase your entire suit, or, if you got that cute little outfit or that awesome battle armor or whatever have you, you can wear these things with your suit and it'll be all well and good. You won't have to worry about any discrepancies, I guess you could say. Now, one of the cons to full suiting is that the sweat builds up very quickly, like in all your crevices and stuff. Of course, I talked about this in an earlier video. Like when it comes to sweat control, sweating happens a lot more in full suits because there's a lot less airflow to your actual body. It's hard to get that good breeze and air out. Of course, there are ways because, they do make like the little cool body suits or whatever that keep your body cool whenever you're doing some strenuous activities. That way you don't have to worry about overheating and stuff like that. There are things like that, but whenever it comes to just general sweat, the full suiters tend to build up sweat a lot faster. Now let's bring up some points on good old partial suits. Now when it comes to partial suits, that usually includes just the head, the hand paws, the feet paws, and the tail. And that's pretty much what I am. I am, the prime example of a partial suitor because I do not have the bodysuit. And the good thing about that is, although I can still wear what I want, it's just a little bit harder to, cover up the skin and all that stuff like that. But it's a lot more flowy because I don't have on all those extra layers. It's just me wearing normal clothes with the extra parts of the fursuit. Now, I will say that, according to some people, being a partial suitor doesn't look as good as being a full suitor, but that thing is completely subjective because some people might prefer full suiting over partial suiting and vice versa. Some people may not like full suits. Some people be like, I prefer to have, just the head, hand, and tail and feet, and just to be all well and good about that because me personally, I would like to have a full suit, but I would still have those days where I could choose to wear the full suit or I could choose to wear the partial suit. Depending on if your partial just has hand paws that go to the wrist or if they go all the way up as sleeves up to your shoulders, that kind of dictates what you can and can't wear. I mean, some people do still, wear their partials and, just let their human skin, just hang out all out in the open. And that's all well and good. There's this whole stigma about breaking the magic, but hey, you do what you gotta do. And, you suit with what's most comfortable for you. Don't overexert yourself trying to, fit this look if it's not comfortable for you because that is one of the main key components about fursuiting is comfort. Make sure that you are as comfortable as possible when you're suiting because as we all know, fursuiting is not the most comfortable experience. But yeah, you just got to make sure that you're as comfortable as you need to be. Make sure that you're not overheating because the extra layers can be a little bit, pandering on on oneself. So if you do have, hypertension and stuff like that, or you sweat easily, you have hot flashes, then you might want to go with the partial suiting route, because it's a lot easier to air out and cool down and stuff like that. Because when it comes to the full suit, you're holding a lot of that body heat in, and like inside these heads and underneath the bodysuit, your body can get like dozens of hundreds of degrees. So yeah, and that's a little bit higher than what you're used to dealing with. So yeah, it can be just a little bit of a problem if your body temperature gets a little too high. That's why headless lounges exist and stuff like that. But that's on a whole nother set and a whole nother station. If I had to choose between being like a complete full suitor or a complete partial suitor, I don't know. Because I do like the way that full suits look, don't get me wrong, but I also like, the way that partial suits look, because it's just that, I'm just saying that I like the way everything looks. It's not really giving a concrete definition. Nah! I guess that I can't decide for myself, which I guess that's where I'm going to close this episode. If you like this video, go ahead and scratch that like button so that I can know to post more awesome content in the future. You want to talk to me? Have some Twitter. You want to stay updated as well as know when the next Q&A is going to be? Have for Affinity. Want to draw fan art of ZabuTheSergal? Fan art is always welcome. Keep it PG-13. But as always, my name is ZabuTheSergal, and I'm out of here. Blah, 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 blah. Question of the day. If you are a fursuiter, do you prefer the full suits or do you prefer the partial suits? And if you're not a fursuiter, which one do you think is more pleasing to you? Full suits or partial suits? Post your comments down there in the dibbly below and I'll share my thoughts with you guys. Check out this awesome red hair. Aw yeah. Aw yeah. Oh, yeah.